And that brings us to our CougarBoard question of the week. If you're not familiar with CougarBoard, it's the largest online community of BYU fans, thousands of posts every day, and a lot more on game day, I've noticed. Question comes from Acadian8, one of their insider subscribers. How will the Big 12 respond to the events at the end of the game, specifically the fans storming the field prematurely and the Arizona State coach throwing a tantrum during the review? Trevor Maddich, as the Coug dude, has posted, Trevor Maddich also said the Sun Devils mascot was out on the field. That's a penalty. Total mess. What answer do you have for Acadian8?
So it's hard, like, this is a hard question because you said, what will the league do? What do we think they should do? I can answer. I don't know what they're going to do on this one.
And what can they do?
Well, what they can do is they can reprimand Dillingham.
Yeah.
So they can do a public reprimand. And they should, right? At least make it public that this violates the league's sportsmanship policy. You can't get in officials' faces and do that. You can't be looking over the officials' faces. He's doing a video review, and they need to lay that out, and they need to publicly reprimand him. If they don't, then they're sending a message. Yep, that's all okay. That's just fine.
Just keep doing it.
Anybody else that wants to do it, just keep doing it. So you have to do that. I also think there's a league rule where the schools have to pay a fine if the fans come on the field.
They do in the SEC. I don't know if we do that.
We should have one.
We should have one.
To keep players safe.
Yeah.
Now, nothing happened, and Kalani said they never felt threatened, although people were yelling at him, said they never felt threatened. But there's wackos out there.
Right.
You can't let that many people get on there with the team.
And when Chase was laying down on the field, their fans were out in his face.
On his
they
face,
were
taking
right
pictures
there.
and pointing in his face.
And that's just like...
That's such bad form.
No.
Here's the thing. I get it, and I agree with Kalani. Fans want to come on the field. It's a big game. Arizona State, all they have to do now is win this week, and they qualify for a Big 12 championship when nobody gave them a shot. It's a great story. Fans are excited. If you're excited, go down on the field and celebrate with your team and together. Don't go get in the face of the other team. That's Bush League.
Right, and you could get punched in the face.
It's absolutely classless Bush League.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the problem is there's almost like egging them on. One of those big dudes with a helmet on hits you in the face or takes their helmet off and hits you with it, and you're out cold. You deserve it.
Yeah, those are 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
Not all of them are returned missionaries.
Absolute classless Bush League to get in the other team's face down on the field.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say this, but I don't really have that much of a problem on a big game, them going on the field and celebrating with their team.
No, I don't either. We've seen it before.
And you know what? That's what most of the Arizona State fans did.
Yeah.
Most of the Arizona State fans went down there to celebrate with each other and celebrate with their team. There was a small group, just like in every crowd, that went over the line and to get after Chase. Tom Holman, the athletic director, had to run out and grab him out of that pile and get him out of there because he was being surrounded by people that were getting him in his face. Yeah. What is the purpose of that if you're a fan of the other team?
Right. And then there's the scandal of somebody at Arizona State recording Tyler Batty's halftime motivational rant and then posting that. It's like, well, that's not even legal to do. And it's just like, you know what, just should have won the game. That makes it worse.
Recording a
just
private
get out of
conversation
Dodge.
in the state of Arizona is against the law, first of all. Second of all, the only people in and around there are security people that work at that. Like, that needs to be looked at too. Those are bad things. You know what, though? That didn't affect the outcome of the game. The fans running on the field didn't affect the outcome of the game. What affected the outcome of the game was BYU not getting some stops on short fields in the first half and offense not showing up and being productive. Yeah. Cutting loose in the second half and coming close. They're responsible for their own loss. Right. The players on the field and the staff are responsible for their own loss. But we can do so much better, and the league, you know what I mean? Fans can do better. The league cannot allow that crap to happen.
And now the league knows this is a thing at Arizona State. They were in the Pac-12 last year.
Yep, cannot have that. So
here's what we like.
I don't know what they're going to do. I think they should publicly reprimand, and I think the university should get fined.
Yeah, and maybe Dillingham sent to the corner. Have him sit there for a half hour.
Think about it. If that happened in the NFL, what would happen?
Well, there'd be fines the next morning for sure.
And I think a coach would be suspended.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Because the NFL recognizes that the integrity of the officiating, if you don't have that and you don't respect that, then the integrity of the game is in question, right?
Yeah.
So when coaches question the officials, they get fined. If a coach went and verbally did that to an official in the NFL, I would have to say they would be suspended.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't mess around with that.
They don't put up with that stuff.
So we'll see what Brett Yormark's going to do. You know, he was quick to fine Utah.
Yeah.
This thing just got out of hand, and it made it worse that BYU lost because then you just have to sit and take it. Thank you for watching The Wise Guy.
If you like what you're watching, you can help us out by subscribing and hitting that notification button.